Hello. Here we are today for the Just Breathe Live monthly sharing that has been going on for over a year and a half. Wow. Even yesterday, when we had the Living in the Flow, Alexis and I was commenting, it was already edition 13. And here we're even further on. So, hello, everybody. Thank you. Hello, Doris. Say hi in the comments. And I welcome you. I'm really grateful that you are here today to play with me, with us, with everyone. And oh, I'm noticing that the beautiful fairy painting that Margarida painted for me, my dear friend painted for my birthday, wasn't visible. Now it is. And so as usual, um, I never know exactly what's gonna come up until things start rolling, which is the case right now. And one thing I would like to share with you. So last time I was in Cascais, where I went to meet my dear friend Harbin Aurora, the founder of the Women Economic Forum. Hi, Gregor. And I was doing this Just Breathe Live in the garden of a museum created for a very well-known Portuguese artist, Paula Rego, which is filled with beautiful pieces of artwork. And funnily enough, I don't know why, that video is the one on my YouTube channel with the most views. All of a sudden, it had over 2,000 views. So I have no idea why. The theme was love. And I spoke about the playlist of love. And just like we have playlists on Spotify and iTunes and other different places where you can find playlists. And for some reason that happened. And today, precisely, I sent that very same friend, Harbin, wedding gift. She got married in March. And when I was there, that time when Just Breathe Live was on last time, I said, I am going to write one of my stories as a wedding gift for you. And I sent it to her. And she loved it. Thank you very much, Harbin, and shared it. And so that's what's just happened shortly a while ago. But the funny thing is, and the reason why I'm mentioning all of this is the synchronicity of things. Isn't it funny that now I realized that that story was promised precisely on the Just Breathe Live day last month, and today it was delivered precisely on the Just Breathe Live day to the same person. And the theme is love. So, well, because there is so much to share around that theme, probably that's exactly down the road we're going again, probably in a very different direction, of course, because it is a very vast theme. But it is just funny and beautiful and interesting for us to notice the synchronicities. You see, these very simple synchronicities, they're happening all the time, all the time. The difference is whether we are aware of them or whether we are not. And being aware of them, what difference does it make? What difference does it make to be aware of them? The joy. That's the difference it makes. You see, whenever we realize a synchronicity, whenever we become aware of a synchronicity, it's a joyful moment. It's a moment of celebration. It's a moment where we think, oh, what a miracle. So synchronicities are really the miracle moments, what we think or talk about as miracles. but that are actually happening all the time in everyone's life. And the big difference is really to be aware of them so that we can receive and celebrate, so that we can receive the joy of realizing those very simple miracles that life is constantly bestowing upon us. Because you see, life, it only offers us the level of that which we are willing and capable to receive, because we can only ever receive what we are aware of. That is the great gift of awareness. So, hello, Serena. Hi, Joanna, Margarida. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today and for playing today. For, I see and feel you as if you were here in this room where I'm sitting, and I feel my body tingling. Like, that feeling when all of your cells are tingling with joy? That's exactly what I'm feeling right now, being here with you. So, also because of the little synchronicity story I was sharing, that sparked and ignited the joy. And now being able to be here with you and share it with you, and you share your joy and laughter and presence with me, is creating this oh why this bubbly feeling in all of my cells, like they're jumping up and down and happily, saying yes, yes, cheers to life. So maybe let's go on with the theme of love. Hi, Brian. Hello. Thank you for joining. With the theme of love, which is one that is always so challenging. So, not today, I'm not going to go into the playlists, of love. I'm going in a different direction. But before, I would like to invite everyone to just take a few moments to just close your eyes very briefly, and I will not be speaking. So the invitation is just to close your eyes very briefly, and as you inhale and exhale deeply and softly through your nose, just feel your presence and the presence of everyone that is here right now in this moment, in this Just Breathe Life. Just feel it and receive it. So we'll do that just for a very few minutes. So please go ahead and close your eyes and just breathe. Okay, so now let's go ahead and today, actually, the theme is love and joy, and really, even beyond that, it is life. Notice if we were not physically embodied, we would not be able to feel this dancing cell movement, this lightness, this joy, the beauty of being physical. We would not be able to feel it because we would be ethereal, we would be in another different kind of experience, which would be perfect as well. The point here is that being here, being in human form, is not less perfect than any other form that we may have been, than any other formless isness that we may have been before having any kind of form. None, and I repeat, none is better or more precious or more honorable or more deservable or worthy than being human. You see, being human, it has so many gifts. Actually, it is a blessing to be human, to be able to go through all of the experiences we do go through. When we think that we are only human and that being human is not really a nice thing. And then to be able to realize with sense of humor, sooner or later, that it was all okay. Because at the end of the day, when we start reuniting for the sheer love of being, no matter what, and I will repeat, no matter what we experienced, the ultimate truth of the freedom that we are is what shines through every single experience. And that is what enlightens life, giving us that reason, that willingness, wanting to be here. What for? Wanting to be here is a blessing, you know. And you are lucky enough to be here, aware of so much more than when you were just experiencing pain, suffering, oblivion, separation, illusion. Present to be able to receive the blessings that life bestows upon you, irrespective of you being aware of them or not. But now you can be aware of them. And if you become aware of them, then you really receive them. And then you really realize the true value of your nature as a human being. You see, human being. A human being, divine and human. So then life becomes something completely different. Then we realize that it is not only generous, always, Because even when we go through or have gone through the worst possible imaginable suffering, the gift on the reverse of it is pure, untainted love. We could call it compassion. You can call it whatever you would like that makes more sense for you. And the hardest, most challenging, most unbelievably painful experiences we've been through have somehow been overcome because we're here now, accessing a whole new range of consciousness. And those were the ones that made us want to eventually find out what it's like to live the reverse of that. And that's the whole game of duality. It seems to be one thing and another thing. But once you transcend a certain challenging experience, timeline in your existence, that transcendence, it doesn't annul, it doesn't destroy the other experience that you've been living. It doesn't destroy it, it integrates it. So all of the building blocks of whatever experience you have been through are an integral and intrinsic part of the new reverse experience you're going to be living, and will add the preciousness of conscious transcendence to this new pathway, to this new journey, which we call embodied realization, which we call enlightenment, which we call freedom, which we call liberation, which is the same thing, which we call being love. So when beyond duality, beyond judgment, you stop and look at the diversity of all of the colors that are you, you look from a standpoint where you are not in fear, where you are not in rejection, where you are not in denial or resistance, where you are the all-encompassing heart of essence that is one with human and all life forms you have ever taken on. Then you see a much bigger picture. And this is what I am going to invite you now to breathe with me. Your bigger picture, beyond duality, beyond separation, beyond rejection, denial, resistance. Your bigger picture, the immense gift of you, here and now. So I invite you to close your eyes once again. Please find a comfortable place where you can lean back or lie back. And it would be preferable to wear earphones if you can. If you can't, it doesn't matter. And so I invite you to close your eyes and to just inhale deeply and softly through your nose. Allowing that breath, allowing it to not only fill you, but hold you within it. And as you breathe, allow the breath to expand more and more. Allow your belly to dance with your breath, filling when you inhale and relaxing when you exhale. And really honoring this breath without having to take off into another reality, into another dimension, but finding your most loving dimension right here within your breath, within this body that is your home right now. And as you breathe, as you stay, I invite you to allow in the bigger picture that encompasses all of your experiences, no matter whether they were filled with fear or love. Just allow yourself to sense. You don't need to see anything. Just allow the sense to be present to you. The sense of the bigger picture. The abundance of you. And notice that that bigger picture, it includes all of those who have played with you within each and every experience, because ultimately there are no others. They are just projections of you as you are projection of others, so that each one can achieve their grandest transcendence, so that each one can encompass the grandest love. Just breathe and stay and receive the bigger picture of you. It is not something that requires understanding or vision. It is a sense activation. It is an allowing, a permission that you give to you and for you. Always breathing deeply and softly through your nose. Warmly embraced. Warmly held. And if you can allow in this moment to release any attachments you may have at the moment around any egoic actions or reactions that you might be having lately or have become aware of. And without a judgment, just as you are aware, let go. Nothing else to be done. And meanwhile, also allow any of those egoic actions and reactions that you might not even be aware of, to come into your awareness right now. And receive them with gratitude. No guilt. Nothing that can taint the love that you are. Let go of any resistances you might be aware of towards the beautiful expanse of your essence. Any fears. Any need to justify any human habits of separation. And there are so many. But just being aware is enough. Because just letting go is enough. And as you breathe, allow yourself to become more and more unburdened by the permanent sense of judgment, by all of that which you no longer need. Removing the cap so that the true bounty of life can flow into you even more. Oh, so delicate you are, dear one. So precious. Allow that simple purity that sees no shame or guilt, that has no judgment, to infuse your present awareness of yourself, the bigger picture of you. And now I invite you to breathe even more deeply. And may this shift continue of its own accord to serve you as you allow. As you receive each breath as a true blessing that it is to be in this body, in human form, in this moment on earth. And remember, dear one, you are never alone because you are all one. And there are many on the other side of the veil supporting you, holding your hand, reminding you, and celebrating you, and even learning from you. For the discoveries you make in your experience are unique to you. And the thresholds you cross into new unexplored territory are nowhere to be learned. Only you can discover them, experience them, and share them. So I invite you to start feeling your body more tangible. Moving your fingers, your toes. Gradually, very gradually preparing to open your eyes in your own time. Thank you for the blessing of your breath of your life here on earth at this very same time, where we can recognize each other and where we can experience love in ways we had never before. Ways that defy the imagination of what is possible. Just as you have now allowed yourself to encompass the bigger picture of you and invite the acceptance of even the most challenging of experiences. No matter whether you were the perpetrator or the victim or the savior or all at the same time, which is what is really the case, it doesn't matter. What matters is your awareness in compassion, your capacity to let go through compassion, and to walk beyond the wall of separation into unexplored love. And this is my share for today. If you have anything you'd like to add or share, please do in the comments. I will go ahead and just announce a few things. I'd like to let you know that the second cycle of the Enlightening Showers of Presence is coming up in September, starting on the 1st. Will be going on for 3 months, September, October, and November. You can find out all of the information on my website, InPassionCoaching.com. And also on the 31st of July, there will be the third Clarity Circle, Be Beyond Illusion, which only has always 4 vacancies. There are only 2 at the moment. And this is always a reunion of really wise masters who provide for themselves and for each other a platform to go even deeper in their awareness. And I'd also like to let you know that next month, this Just Breathe will be on the 31st as well. And then in August, there will be no lives, no one-to-one sessions, no breath sessions, but there are many other things to explore. If you go to InPassion Creations on my website, InPassionCoaching.com, you'll find a lot. Books, online expressions and experiences, and so much here on my YouTube channel and in my blog. There is so much. And now I'd like to put the word out there. If there is any artist that paints that is listening to this, my next Soul Songs book, so I have Soul Songs, The Melody Within. I don't know if you've read it. If you haven't and would like to, it is available through my website. And I am going to publish Soul Songs Volume 2, which is called Sharing Enlightenment. And it will be comprised of 33 enlightening stories, including my own, plus some more introductory material and so on. But what I'd like to put out there is that if you go to my blog, or if you have by any chance ordered and received one of my enlightening stories, which I now write by commission, so you can order yours, and it always is filled with magical insight coming directly from you and from our joint soul expression that then brings, just like in dreams, brings forth what is beckoning attention. And so if you'd like to look at those stories and choose a story and like to make a painting around it, that book that I am going to publish will include a painting for each story. And the idea is that there can be various artists. So you could choose the painting and then choose the story and create the painting. And the benefit for you is, of course, the joy of creating. If the story inspires your creative ability and you enjoy it. And then you can sell your painting, and also you can sell the prints of that painting, because that will be announced in the book. So I put the word out there. If you are interested, please let me know. I love creating joint projects, and this is one more of them. This book will eventually be published when the paintings of whoever artists join me on this journey are ready, because the stories are almost all ready. And so I don't know when it will be published, maybe towards the end of this year, sometime towards next year, definitely during 2023, at least, if not earlier. So I leave it out there to you, this invitation. And I thank you for taking the time to be here, to be present today, because it is you. You are the fertile ground that provides these sessions. So I am very, very honored and blessed that you have chosen to be here today. Thank you. Oh, thank you. So Joanna says, it is wonderful to be able to feel my wholeness. Thank you so much for providing this moment. Thank you. Thank you very much, my sweet sister. And we play together so much, and it is such a blessing. That story that has been shared this month in the Crimson Circle magazine, Deliciously Wise, is inspired on our friendship, mine and Joanna's. Thank you, Maria. Thank you also for being here. Oh, Margarida, the creator of this beautiful painting here that she offered me, that she says is me, that she feels, the way she feels me. And so I will take my leave now and see you next month, and enjoy you, because that is really walking into the new earth. Thank you, Doris. Thank you, everyone. All my love, and see you around. Bye-bye.